All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna come here and talk to John at Nutrishop. Got a long pass with this guy. He's one of my sponsors, so he's gonna spit some knowledge on supplements and stacks and just your lifestyle and the supplement game. So let's go. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We're here at Nutrishop in Austin. It's one of my sponsors.
In Cedar Park.
Cedar Park, North Austin.
There you go.
We're here with John Salazar, the owner of Nutrishop. We're gonna do a little bit of just info today. No working out, nothing like that.
Well, we ain't gonna bend some bars today.
No. You got
no
some
bending
here
the
somewhere?
bars. Huh?
You got some here.
Yeah, I got some 45-pound plates, but I know you use them 100, so we won't go there.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna get some information on just some supplements and stuff that everyday lifters can use, and don't have to be lifters, just everyday lifestyle people.
Lifestyle, because you got that right. Remember, it's all about your lifestyle. Don't matter how you perform or what training you do. What, you power lift strongman, right?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, you know, there's a certain kind of stack for you compared to just somebody who is starting.
Yep.
Maybe somebody who wants to do a competition, to maybe CrossFit, to boxing, jiu-jitsu. Supplementation should be utilized specific to what you're doing. Mm-hmm. It's not always gonna be this boxed up, this is what you need for everybody. It don't work that way.
Yep. So there you go. I've heard that for the past 7 years now.
Well, since day one, really. We've known each other for how many years?
It's almost 2015, 2016.
Yeah, we've been.
It was 2015, yeah.
And when you started,
I was a big old butterball, just this big around, coming in.
Hey, you said it, not me, because I ain't trying to have you squat me, but what I'm trying to say is this.
Sipping smoothies and not knowing a damn thing about nutrition.
But how did we do? We started foundation, right?
Yes, sir.
So what we mean by foundation, our philosophy is this: if you don't got a strong foundation, you have a weak house. So the foundational elements come in as far as your protein, your carb, your multivitamin, your glutamine, and then there's another one, and I'm spacing it out. Help me out there, Bennett. Oh, he wasn't even listening. This is what happens when you employ people who don't listen. Say hi, Bennett.
Hi, guys.
We want to talk about foundational stuff, because even top guys like Ox here, they need the foundational things to make sure that their lifts are strong, that their bodies are sound, and that they're able to get through, just like a high school football player, just like the collegiate baseball player or basketball player, to a swimmer, to a CrossFitter.
And your everyday
people, yeah.
Your everyday mom and dad that don't work out, but they're just trying to get a better lifestyle going.
Because a lot of people say they want to eat their food in order to get their macros, protein, carbs, and fat, or their micronutrients of vitamins and minerals. But how many meals do you eat?
6, 7.
And you probably good-sized meals, right?
Yeah.
And for the most part, a lot of people who are starting can't eat like that. And then it becomes a digestional issue, health and wellness. So that's what we're here for, to be the gatekeepers for your health and wellness, just like when you started.
Yes, sir. All right, John, why don't you give a little bit of background on yourself?
So check it out. Originally, I'm from New Mexico, neighboring state, right? Mm-hmm. Been down here for 10 years. I got into this because I was in the quote-unquote fat boy program, helping as a junior NCO, non-commissioned officer, those individuals that maybe couldn't make tape, help them make tape. Mm-hmm. That's what got me interested in the whole health and wellness kind of field altogether. When I got out of the military, I joined a unit down in that patrolled the nuclear facility in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Went to Nutrishops down over there. Really loved the environment, the ethics. And when I moved to Texas, back 10 years ago, I was all in. And in business, you have to go all in on what you're doing. Just like in your lifts. You got 800-pound squat, you're either all in or you're bailing. So in business, I came down here and I really felt like God was guiding me. And when God is guiding you, and I truly believe this, He will not lead you astray. And He brought me here, and for 10 years, the diamond, 10 years, we've been able to help our community, what we like to call hashtag our tribe. You're a part of our tribe since day one. And anybody who walks through our door, we treat them like their tribe.
Yes, sir.
So that's what really got me into it, was that whole wanting to help people. And besides that, when I was younger, nobody really ever helped me beyond, take your creatine, son, or here's your protein, and use it with milk and ice and drink it all day. And all I got was fat.
Yeah.
And nobody really ever talked to me about real supplementation. So here, at Nutrishop in Cedar Park, we really come from that level. Right, Bennett?
Right.
That's why we call him private, correct? But that's why I got into the game.
Good deal. So we're gonna do a little bit of just questions with John. We're gonna put him on the spot a little bit. Just ask him what your everyday.
Let's walk on this way, Oxen, so we can talk and chill for a little bit.
All right, John. So you got your just first number for the first one.
Talk to me.
You got your 21-year-old kid, fresh out of high school, doesn't know what he's doing, wants to start working out.
Right.
$135, $140. Wants to put on size, eating everything in mom and dad's fridge. What do you do? What is the first thing you do for him when he comes in?
Well, first what we do, what we can do is we can take a down this way.
Let's go.
With any of our customers that we have come into the store, we put him immediately, show him Vanna. That's why we call him private, because he gets things done. Want to describe this, Bennett, real quick?
So it's a biological scan. It measures your water content and differentiates it between your fat water content and your muscle water content.
That's what it does. So it's not just a scale. Big words from a Marine. I'm really impressed. Nonetheless, this is our InBody 570. It checks, yes, your weight, your fat, your muscle, your body fat percentage, your hydrational percentage, but it also checks out your visceral fat. We put them on this, Ox. We get a really good numerical reading of what they look like, that footprint from inside. Once we get that footprint, then we can kind of say, okay, you want to get bigger, put on more muscle, but stay nice and lean, right? Okay, cool. How are you working out? If he's not working out in a kind of manner that is beneficial for time under tension to build muscle. I mean, a power lifter, yes, they're going to build muscle, but they're not going to build that like aesthetically pleasing muscle.
Yeah.
To a degree. To a degree.
Yeah.
And especially if you're a high school kid at, say, like you said, $135, $155, and they're wanting to add size, then once we get the numbers here, we'll tell them, okay, this is what we're going to suggest. And it all starts with foundational again. We want you to get a protein and a carb. We're going to feed the muscle with protein. Then we're going to fuel the muscle with good complex carbohydrates. Then we're going to need a multivitamin, because these kids, 9 times out of 10, don't even know what a multivitamin is, because they've been eating Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Whataburger, whatever, right?
Yes, sir.
I get my B vitamins from Monster Energy drinks.
Got jokes, right? Yes, he gets his B vitamins from Monster Energy drinks. But then that's what we start them on, the foundational stuff, because we're here to help your kids. We don't want to hurt them by putting them on like massive amounts of muscle optimizers or testosterone and all that other stuff. That's idiotic, stupid, and fucked up if you want to know the straight truth.
Yep.
You got to make sure you put somebody's health and wellness before anything else.
So if he came in and he said, and he not put it the opposite, he's 200 pounds. He says, "Hey John, I want to drop some weight. Do you have any fat burners?" But he's not working out and he's not eating right.
I'm liking that. So you got a kid, number one. Let's keep that the most important thing.
21,
We're dealing
22.
with, okay, 21, 22, okay, they're of age. I want to make sure that we're going to be able to understand, are we dealing still with a high school kid, or are we dealing with like a little bit of a technically adult? We do the same thing. InBody first, always get the numbers, and then we walk over here. And what we do is, what I would suggest for that person who's 200 pounds immediately, beyond just the fat burner, it's not about that. That's too easy. We got to start with your digestional tract. We start from the foundation again. If your digestive system ain't right, your nutrient breakdown isn't gonna be right. So we try to get you on a detox, something that will be able to break down your nutrients, feed into the muscle, but also any food you eat and any supplements you take will be able to get absorbed in a very fast, proper way. That's number one. So a good detox. So over here, we're pretty much sold out of a lot of our product because we've had a really good opportunity to help a lot of people. But our more popular one is the Detoxin. This gut formula is amazing to take. It helps with bloating. And then the 7-day cleanse. And then we have a Somnolene for at night because it's a 24-hour thing. A lot of cats don't realize this. You go and take all this stuff when you awake. Well, what the hell do you do when you're sleeping?
Yeah.
What kind are you doing? What advantages are you taking to benefit your body while you're sleeping? Right here, for example, Somnolene. Somnolene right here helps you sleep by giving you restful sleep, but the ingredient profile as you sleep resets your insulin levels, but it also helps you stoke your metabolism as you sleep. Now, that is a 20 nighttime aid for fat. We have Dusk right here, which is one of our, oh my God, Bennett, is it not one of our better sleep aids?
Most underrated product here.
Private said most underrated product here. Private is right. This bad boy not only helps you get restful sleep, but it feeds extra aminos and colostrum into the body to help with your immune system, one. But number two, feed those aminos while you sleep so it helps repair and rebuild the muscle you've broken down through the day. So again, what are you doing in a 24-hour way? So at that 20, with the kid coming in who's 20 years old, we get him on something like this, 24-hour thing, a digestive breakdown, and we start attacking from there. Then we maybe come over here. Glycovex. This is your basic carb blocker.
Yeah.
Something like this would help that kid who's about 2 bills, trying to get down to 185, sexy look, aesthetic. He wants to look good naked, that kind of thing, right? Well, that will help with the carb intake so it starts utilizing stored carbohydrates in the body for energy towards the muscle. It's about taking the glycogen within the body, converting it into ATP, natural energy, in the mighty, I'm not gonna get all sciencey because nobody wants to hear that. What it does is it's just your basic carb blocker.
Yeah.
The thing is that we wanna make sure that we guide people in the right way for stuff they need specific to them. That's our philosophy. We ain't trying to go like, this is black blanket for everybody, because it's not one size fits all.
The thing that I liked about these people over here is I've known you almost 10 years.
Yes, sir.
And the thing that I am very impressed with you is the detail. The detail in your body, in your performance, in your all-around lifestyle that you walk into, I'm not gonna say any names, you're gonna walk to your
various other places.
Yeah, your mainstream supplement stores.
Yeah,
you go to, you know,
various places.
Yeah. And all you see over there is pre-workouts, aminos, proteins, mass gainers. That's about it.
Yep.
Over
And I'll
here,
be
you
honest
come
with
in-
you though, Ox, I'm gonna be real. Because earlier you mentioned you took a pre-workout with a carnitine, right? You had an insane workout, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Believe it, I'm 48 years old. I don't got no time for the stimulant game.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I search for the perpetual pump. I need the nitrous oxide. I need the circulation. I want to know that my body is doing a lot of the work.
Yeah.
So for when people come in for a pre-workout, hey, we got you. We got pre. We got various caffeine amounts for pre-workout, but it's not always about that. Maybe you need a higher circulatory response. Maybe you need better blood flow, which helps in a lot of areas where a lot of people might not think. And believe it or not, you're not gonna get that from your food.
Yeah.
Meaning, your digestion takes course and it takes time for food to break down and then get absorbed. So that's what we try to do, is we wanna be able to be real with people with honesty, which breeds trust, which breeds integrity, and making sure the community is always placed first. And that's real talk. That ain't no bullshit. That is not no Instagram freaking post. That's no Facebook post. That's a reality. When you come in, we look at you and want the very best for you. I've done that for this man, this boy to a man, grown-ass man, for almost a decade. And I've never steered you fucking wrong. Why? Because you matter.
Yeah.
And if other places did that, shit, eat. I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to have success. But I want people to know this is the real deal. This is the original badass spot, Nutrishop here in fucking Cedar Park. People come from all over. They come from San Marcos. They come from San Antonio, Killeen, Temple. I've had a few people calling me from all parts of the country. Seattle, Nebraska, Oklahoma, New York.
Free shipping too.
Free. Please. I was gonna say a bad word that was worse, but please, for real, who offers you free shipping nowadays? Nobody.
I've seen this. I've over the years, I've come in and just bullshitted around a couple times, and this man's shipping out to Washington State, to Cali, to all types of places.
Kansas, holy crap.
Yeah, so.
I think I spend more money in free shipping than what I pay these people over here. Private. Do I not send out boxes almost every day?
Every single day.
Every what?
Every single day.
Every single Every single day. And I know you said I could cuss, but I'm trying to be a grown-ass man.
So at the end of the day, it's all about quality over quantity. It's all quality over quantity. No bullshit. Yeah. So, okay, let's finish this up, John.
Let's do it.
All right, one more. You got your everyday gym mom. Not even a gym mom. She's like, works out once or twice a week, running the kids to soccer practice and baseball and all types of stuff. Full-time mom, got a job. Comes back from the doctor. Doctor says, hey, you got to drop weight. Your stress levels through the roof. Yada, yada, yada. What do you do?
Like it. So stress levels, that's the first thing you hit on. Let's be real. Again, it's about health and wellness, right? Restore. Restore stabilizes your cortisol levels. Cortisol meaning stress. So what it does, when you take a look at the last 3 ingredients, which are from plant-based, holy basil and various other forms, there's 2 other plant-based elements, it helps decrease any exterior as well as chemical, emotional, environmental stressors we put on ourselves. A lot of people don't realize you start to lose more muscle when you stress than what you do trying to go to the gym to build muscle.
Yeah.
If you like you said, your parameters a mom wanting to get healthier but stress is kicking you in the ass, restore. Then that's the daytime, right? So then we come over here to Testosterone 6.6. Has ashwagandha. The Restore has ashwagandha. We're trying to pair the things together to give you, again, a 24-hour system of rest, less stress, more opportunity to, like Jay-Z said, brush the shoulders off. To be able to get in there and say, okay, now from this element right here, we're gonna be able to help you build muscle, but over there, we're gonna help you capitalize on lowering your stress levels. And then based on that, let's start there. Then we go digestion. Then we go, do you want a burner, caffeine or non-caffeine? Or do we want to build more muscle? So let's go into protein. Are you eating enough? That kind of thing. To come in and say, I've had this happen a lot. We'll say heavier set gentlemen or even women come in. My trainer says I need a protein. And I'm like, cool, I ain't gonna argue with your trainer. Let's get you a protein.
Let's go look at proteins.
Protein, right here. Pro 7, I know it looks like Prozine, that's not a Z, that's a 7. That is supposed to be emblematic of the 7 proteins within this product. It's a protein 7. I'll match this bad boy up with anyone's protein on the market. Kid you not. Will we win every time on it based on ingredient profile, not just numbers, but ingredient profile? We may not win every race with every protein out there, but I'm gonna guarantee 95% of them out there will beat this on ingredients. Yeah. Because here, it's about ingredients as well, what we bring in. If your ingredient profile ain't right to help you, and yet me and Bennett over there, we know there's certain ingredients that might harm you.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'd rather not make a buck on something that's gonna hurt you. Nah, that ain't my game. We want stuff that's gonna be helpful to you, healthy for you, and definitely benefit you.
And y'all carry non-lactose protein?
Yeah, actually this is non-lactose.
Okay.
Even though it's a whey-based 7-blend protein, it's lactose-free, it's gluten-free. Now, we do have other forms too of protein, so I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people, when they go in trying to get protein and they're not too familiar with the game, there's only 4 types of protein. There's your whey, then there's your plant, there's your egg, and believe it or not, there's even the ground up powder-based meat.
Yeah.
To me, I'd rather eat my protein sources from like meat, but if I'm gonna get extra protein, definitely I'm gonna either go to a whey or the muscle egg that we offer here, which is all egg white, double pasteurized.
So good.
It's so good. And the cool thing is this. So say you wanna heighten the protein content at 34 grams, right?
Right.
You go get a muscle egg, 26, you just heighten that to almost 60 grams of protein. Then you go get a carbs, match in another 30, now you got 32, now you got a 2-to-1 ratio. Believe it or not, that is a small meal.
Yeah.
At a 2-to-1 ratio. And here's the kicker in the pants. Your calories, 160 right here, you add the muscle egg at 125, you have 2, 6, 7, 8, you're on about a 300 calorie meal.
with 60-something grams of protein.
Exactly. And then you add your carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Because you need, what is a meal typically? You're going to eat from food, a protein, a carb, or then a fat maybe with avocado, extra virgin olive oil, whatever in that parameter, or your fruits or your vegetables. So we try to put it together that you eat that meal if you can't get it in. Protein alone is not a meal replacement. You have to add in the other elements.
With me, I get home and I work crazy hours. I work at 2, 3 in the morning. If I'm going to sleep after training, I'm all hyped up on pre-workout and caffeine and whatever else.
Which you have to, because of that hour you're working out.
So my stomach is knotted or whatever. I'm not hungry. I'm still whatever. So I will slam 2 or 3 scoops in a shaker, throw in some carbs or whatever, or chew on some rice cakes or something. Boom, slam it, jump in the shower. An hour and a half later, I'm going to sleep and I'm content.
And see,
and it works for me.
But I like what you did, what you said there, and you understand this though, the importance of carbohydrates. A lot of people, they fear carbohydrates because they think psychologically carbs, when they eat them, it makes them fat.
Well, carbs and fats nowadays is demonized to a lot of people.
It truly is. Now, like for my little body, I eat more fats, I get fat.
Yeah.
That's just my little body, the way it works.
Yeah.
But the more carbohydrates I eat, complex, like jasmine rice, basmati rice, sourdough bread, believe it or not, because it's a form of a probiotic, but yet carb, but then also your sweet potato, I actually lose more body fat when I increase my carbohydrates. And yet my muscle gets fuller.
Yeah.
And I have more energy.
Yeah, during prep for me, I'll have like, my pre-workout and post-workout meal will be like 275 to 300 grams of rice, both meals. So you're eating 600 grams of rice just in those 2 meals. And,
there you go.
And then you're coming, and that's 2 meals out of the 5 or 6 that I'm eating, and those other ones have carbs in them too. So it's
exactly.
Yeah,
and
some people are just built, or not built different. I don't want to say
not
that.
built. No.
They're just, some people work differently. Compared, like my carb intake is not going to be what his is.
Exactly.
Like these guys are going to be. So
and that's the thing with all that extra food or even heavy supplementation of protein or carbs, you even need a digestive thing to help the body process that, which a lot of people lose time and focus over because they think, well, let me increase somebody's calories by 1,000, 1,500. Their bodies are not used to it.
Yeah, and we'll go back to that kid that's $150 who's eating everything under the sun, and once he starts eating this too much protein or this and that, then he's like, hey, John, I'm clogged, I'm crapped in 3 days.
Exactly.
What's going on?
Because their bodies can't process.
What do you have for that? You have any
well, like I said, that was a detox.
Or anything like that?
We have the detox, like I said, over there. We also carry like
what about fiber stuff?
That's what we're going to come over. Because believe it or not, and it's funny because I've had this conversation with some customers earlier today and throughout the time, is that we believe in science and we believe about research, right, Private? If we don't know the answer, we research.
Right.
It's one of the most important things because I'm not going to talk out of my ass just to blow smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it becomes this. Fiber, you need 20 to 30 grams of fiber per day, everybody. You, me, the camera guy, Bennett. Now, you can try to eat that because 20 to 30 grams equals about 10 cups of broccoli a day.
Yeah.
Now, good luck in eating maybe that 1 cup a day.
Yeah.
And then I'll have the geniuses that will come in. I'm being sarcastic and facetious, but the geniuses, I'll eat it. Well, go ahead, but the digestional process isn't going to allow for that right away because it has to break down. So here, Fiber 4 is one of the products that we carry that has 9 grams of fiber. It's derived from fiber 4, which is an element of apples, whole apples. And then it has selenium husk. Then it has 5 billion units of probiotic within this 1 scoop. But to accentuate it, every morning without fail, I'll mix it with my Thermovex. Now, this sumbitch right here has another 8 grams of fiber. 8 plus 9 is what? 4, 5, 6, 17 grams of fiber.
Yeah.
I'm meeting that minimum requirement in the day for fiber intake. I'm increasing my energy with Thermovex. I'm getting the alpha GCP that helps with my focus as I'm drinking this. Then it also has elements within there and ingredients that help get your metabolism going. So right within here, I'm getting my daily fiber intake, and best believe, and not a laxative like that, bro.
Yeah.
Fiber doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Fiber goes with your natural biological system of going to the restroom. So you have better movements of stool. But it also stabilizes your hunger.
Yeah. So there's caffeine in that Thermomix?
In this particular one, yes. There's about 344 mgs. But say in this Thermovex right here, there's 150.
Okay.
Now, say somebody doesn't want any caffeine. No problem. We have fruits and we have veggies here. 3 grams, 3 grams is 6. Plus you add the fiber. Now at 9, you're getting about 15 grams of fiber. You're getting darn close. Now go ahead and eat the rest of your fiber. And you're getting in the fruits and greens that quite possibly you're not getting through the day.
Yeah.
Because you got geniuses that will tell you don't eat fruits because they make you fat because it's sugar.
Yeah.
That's not a true statement. Name me one person, please. You can comment on the YouTube video. Name me one person that you know who's obese eating fruit. There's a lot of thought and process into what making sure when you come in here that we offer you the right ingredients, meaning the right products.
Yeah.
The right kinds of things that are gonna help you for your goals. Maybe some people wanna drop body fat. Maybe people wanna add more muscle. Maybe they just wanna be in general healthier, live a healthier life. That's our responsibility to make sure that they get that.
Yeah. That's why I respect you.
Man, since day one, bro.
Yes, sir.
Always. And you know, the biggest thing is that, check this out. This is side note. I've known you day one. I'm gonna tell you, you've come a long way, and I'm very proud to know that I was able to help you. I'm proud that you still come to us and for advice and for various other things. So I just wanna say thank you very much from me to you, because you brought in my knowledge a lot more too.
Yes, sir.
So this man, make sure you follow him on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, Twitter, whatever social media he's on, because dude's coming. So keep on the lookout for Oxedup.
Coming for that
I was
1,000.
busting up, dude. I gotta
for that
respect
1,000.
those, man.
Yes, sir.
We do that, respect.
Yeah. All right, you can cut it because this is about to start talking shit.
We just walked in right here, Andrick Richardson. He is a prominent business owner in the area. What do you do for your business, Andrick?
My name's Andrick Richard, but I build country containers. I build shipping container houses.
Tiny homes, right?
Tiny homes is part of what I do, yes.
It's part of what you do.
Part of what I do.
It's a larger spectrum of what you do, right?
Yes.
How long you been coming in here?
Well, since you've been here, bro.
Ooh.
Since you've been here. Before
Day
you
one,
started.
folks, right here, boy.
Yeah.
He still comes in here. He still buys this stuff from me. We still chop it up. Man, I don't have many friends, I'll tell you that. But this is the one of the 2 that I got. And this is the 3rd one over here, but I'm gonna tell you right now, when you really you treat people right, this is what happens. And that ain't no lie.
No lie. No lie.
You treat people right.
Now, even though y'all Cowboys fans, I still love y'all.
Oh, this
Oh,
guy.
here we go, see? And then this is where the idiocy starts.
Hey, I love y'all, man. Y'all
Hey, long story short, if you want a shipping container house, this is the guy in Austin right here. Hit him up.
Get over here,
Tag
dummy.
him on this stuff.
Country
Get his.
containers,
There you go.
Country containers. Don't get it twisted.